IV, I would wash my hands. I would look at the MAR, check to see what the doctor's orders are. In this case, it is the IV, 0.9 sodium chloride, 1,000 milliliters over 6 hours. I would then grab my bag in the med room. I am going to make sure that it's the 9% sodium chloride, 1,000 milliliters, and that matches. I'm going to do 3 checks in total. I'm going to check the bag to make sure it's not expired. I'm going to make sure there's no leak in the bag, there's no tears in the bag, make sure there's no solutes or anything floating in the bag. And then I'm going to open the bag. I'm going to check, make sure it's the right thing. It is the right thing. I'm going to open my tube in here. I want to make sure that my roller clamp is closed. And the roller clamp is closed. This part is sterile, so I don't make sure it does not go below my waist. I'll pull this red tab off. Take this off and spike the IV bag. And now I spike the IV bag. I can hang it on the pole. I'm going to squeeze my drip chamber till it's about half full. And I will hold this at a garbage can or a sink. And I'm going to slowly open the roller clamp to release the fluid. You don't want more than 100 to come out. Once it starts leaking out of the blue cap, you know that it is good. Check for any air in the line. You're going to flick any air bubbles out. And then I would hang this on top of here. Make sure that it does not drop below the waist so it remains sterile. I am going to then wash my hands and enter the patient's room. I am going to check the MAR again, and then I'm going to check that it is the right patient. Check the patient matches. I look at the orders, doctor's orders, 9% sodium chloride, 9% sodium chloride, 1,000 milliliters, that is set. I am then going to put on gloves and assess the patient's IV. I'm going to assess the patient's IV by actually touching it and asking, is there any pain, any swelling, That'll show like infiltration. Make sure that the IV is patent. The IV seems to be good. I will then change my gloves, wash my hands, and I will put on a new pair of gloves, and I will aspirate the IV to make sure there is blood return and make sure it is patent, and then I will flush with 3 milliliters of solution. Before flushing, I will wipe off the patient's port for about 30 seconds to make sure that it is sterile. And I would wipe that for 30 seconds. And I'm going to pull back to see if there is any blood return, and I do see blood return, so now I can push 3 milliliters of the solution, making sure that no air goes in. After I push that 3 milliliters, I would dispose this in the sharps container. I can wipe this port off with alcohol again before attaching it. Wipe that for 30 seconds. After wiping that for 30 seconds, I will attach these here. And then I will undo the roller clamp. And you want that about 4 to 5 inches from the port. And I can take off my gloves now and wash my hands. And I will set the IV. I would hit start. Turn it on. And I will now just have to do math, so that is 1,000 milliliters over 6 hours. So 1,000 divided by 6 is 166.6, so about 167 is to be infused. So 167. And you can do a little less than what's in the bag, so I can do 950. That way I'm alarmed when there's just a little bit of time left. And then I would hit start and let the IV run, and then see if the patient needs anything else and clean up and be all set.